All right, gamers. In this episode, I want to talk about cheating and why you shouldn't. Hey, gamers. Welcome back to Game Master's Dungeon. I'm Brian, your Game Master. Today's topic for the Player Study Group is cheating. Why is it something we need to talk about? Because first of all, it's one of my 10 commandments of gaming. You don't cheat. So what is cheating in games? Like how you're like, well, how do I cheat? I've got all my stats on my paper and people are watching me roll dice. Well, that's exactly the point. That's how you do it. I've seen it before where some people, so they've got a plus bonus or whatever to a certain die roll. They roll the dice. Say they rolled in a position where people like watch them roll, but maybe they can't see what they roll, and they change the number, or they're adjusting their character sheets to reflect different, increasing of stats and things like that. There's all kinds of ways you can cheat, right? When you have to roll a number and everyone, you have to roll the dice and everyone else at the table is doing other stuff, maybe not paying attention. It's the opportunity, right? The opportunity to cheat. Say instead of a 6, maybe I say I rolled an 8. It looks close enough from a distance, or it's a 9 or something, right? You might be tempted to do so because I really don't want this bad roll, or I want to hit it, or I want to succeed the skill check, or do the damage, or whatever, right? Well, so why is it bad? Well, first of all, it's unethical in gaming, right? You have stats and you use dice that produce random numbers that you then add your bonus to. Right, that's why that's the agreement you make when you start playing the game. I get a +5 bonus because of my stats. I roll this D20 or D100 or whatever it is, and I have to know that statistically I'm going to get a number between 1 and 20. It will not always be favorable, and it will not always be poor. But some people like to cheese it, or cheat, or fudge it. To not have poor rolls or poor outcomes. But it's also boring too. Like sometimes when you fail a certain check, the DM can throw certain things at you that will maybe spice up your gaming experience or the situation. Instead of picking the lock, maybe you break the lock. Well, now you've got to find another way into the room. Well, how do you do that? You get to go on this whole another little side adventure to find a way in this room, right? So don't cheat. Just roll your dice, add your stat, and be honest, right? And if everyone, make sure everyone else at the table is doing the same thing. The only person that I allow is the GM to fudge rolls, but it's not malicious cheating. It's not malicious fudging of the rules. Sometimes, say I've got my DM screen, right? You can't see, and I roll the dice and say I critically hit you. I'm like, well, this is probably going to kill them. Do I want that player dead right now? No, they're important to the story. Maybe I'll scale it down to where it's just a regular hit. Or say I roll the damage and I roll max damage, and does that kill the player? Yes. All right, well, maybe I roll less. That's perfectly acceptable. In my opinion, the GM, the DM, your storyteller, whoever you are, is allowed to do things like that for the purposes of the story only, but not to be malicious and not to play favorites at the table. Where this person's always getting crit and killed and beat up, and this person over here, like I really like this guy, and so I always fudge rolls in favor. If you're gonna do it only for the story. Period. All right, gamers. So that was just the quick and dirty about cheating. Like it's you might find opportunities to do so. Like I said, when no one's looking, you can maybe fudge the roll. Just don't do it. Just roll the dice, add your bonus, and just go with it. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. First of all, you're gonna feel better about yourself, and second of all, that means you're not cheating the other players, right? Because if no one else is doing it and you're doing it, it's bad ethics. Just don't do it. Because if you're doing it and say you get caught, or say someone thinks you're doing it, well, then they're going to start doing it, and then it's just going to snowball out of control, right? So just don't cheat, make your rolls, and accept the consequences, okay? So I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to support my channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get instant notifications when I upload new content, so you'll be the first to view and comment. Also, you can join me over on Discord with me and some of the other subscribers for some great content that we're talking about over there. Link will be in the description box below. You can follow me on Twitter at GameMastersDone1. I post updates on videos that I'm going to be producing, and then also things that I'm doing in my gaming life. And I would like to see what you guys are doing as well. So until I see you again in the dungeon, I'm Brian, your Game Master, and happy gaming.